Good morning, students. So in the previous video, we have discussed about the R firing and RC firing. In RC firing, we have discussed about half wave RC firing and full wave RC firing circuits. We have discussed how exactly the working principle of R and RC firing will takes place, and with the relative, with the relevant waveforms, we have discussed its operations. Okay. In this session, we'll discuss about some of the problems related to this firing modules or firing circuits or triggering circuits. Okay, and then we'll go for the further concepts. Okay, so the first problem is for the thyristor circuits of figure 1, which is shown here. So you can see, refer to this figure. Okay, then the gate voltage required to trigger is VGT, that is equal to 0.6 volts, and the corresponding gate current is around IGT, it's 250 microampere, and the diode used is of silicon material, and the input voltage is around V is equal to V 100 sin omega t. So the find the firing angle alpha at which the thyristor will be on if the R minimum is equal to 10k and R is equal to 220k. So R minimum value is given. So R minimum is given. R minimum is given, R is given, so VGT, IGT values are given. So you have to find out the firing angle here. So some of the given parameters are pointed here. So VGT, IGT, what all the given is noted here. Okay, so then applying the KVL from VA and B, that means V here, VA and B, that means here, like this rope if you are applying, so it is V minus, so V minus IGT into R minimum, IGT into R minus VGT is equal to 0. So you apply the KVL, will get like this. So V minus IGT into R minimum, IGT into R minus VD minus IGT into RG, you will get this equation. Just go and simplify this equation for the V. So you just cross multiplication, everything you do it and calculate for V. You will get V is equal to IGT into bracket of R plus R minimum plus VD plus VGT. So substitute all the given parameters here in this equation. You will get V as 58.8 volts. Okay. Now you have to calculate the firing angle. So they are asked you to calculate the firing angle here. Okay. So V IGT into R minimum, IGT into R minus VD minus VGT is equal to 0 if you apply KVL. So you will get V value. So you have to find out the V alpha. So you know that V is equal to Vm sin omega t. So sin omega t was sin alpha you take. So sin alpha is equal to V divided by V1. So alpha is equal to sin inverse of V divided by V1. So sin inverse of V divided by Vm. So V you calculated, Vm is 100 sin omega t they have given, 100 s sin alpha or omega t they have given. So V is the 100 here, Vm is the 100. So if you substitute Vm and calculate it for sin inverse, you will get the firing angle is 36.01 degree. Okay, this is the firing angles of a circuit. Okay, so the second problem, the circuit of figure shows uses the SCR with IG minimum is equal to 0.1 milliamps and VG minimum is equal to 0.5 volts. The diode is silicon and the peak amplitude of the input voltage is 24 volts. Determine the triggering angle alpha for the values of R is equal to 100k and R minimum is equal to 10k. Okay. So IG value is given, VG value is given, so R values is given and the input voltage is also given. So you have to find out the firing angle alpha here. So you just refer to this figure and once again you apply the same KVL here. So applying KVL from V, A and B. This loop if you apply the KVL, you just first list out what are the given parameters. So list out the given parameters. So VG, IG, Vm, R minimum and VD you just assume it's a diode drop, it is 0.7 volts. If it is given you can use it, if it is not given you can always use it as a 0.7 volts. So once again the same principle you apply the KVL. So KVL apply, so apply KVL here. So V minus IGT R minimum, IGT R, VD minus VGT, the same previous equation you will get. Okay, so from this you just simplify it for V. So V is equal to IGT R minimum plus R plus VD plus VGT. Substitute all the values. So R minimum value, IGT value, R minimum R, then VD and Ig is you calculate, so V is equal to 12.2 volts. Then you know V is equal to Vm sin alpha, so alpha is equal to sin inverse of V divided by Vm. Substitute V is 12.2, you get when Vm is given input voltage in the equation. In the problem only they have given it's a 24 volts. Just substitute it and calculate the alpha value here. Alpha is how much you got? 30.6 degree is the alpha value. Next is constant voltage drop across the thyristor in the circuit of next problem is the on-state voltage drop across the thyristor in the shown circuit is around 0.8 volts. The thyristor has a holding current of 15 milliamps and Ig is equal to 0. Okay, and if the thyristor is turned on by momentary pulse of the gate current, determine the value of the voltage V below which the thyristor will be off. So you have to find out the V value, so below which the thyristor will be off. What is they have given? They have given the voltage drop across the thyristor. So voltage drop across this thyristor they have given. Then the holding current value IH they have given. Ig is 0. Okay, they are asked you to calculate the voltage at which the thyristor will be off. Okay, R value is the 40 ohm they are given. So VAK they are given 0.8, IH that is the holding current, so 15 milliamps, and R is 40 ohm. So now you apply the KVL to the circuit. So this circuit only you apply KVL, V minus IR VD. So VIR minus VAK. So you just see here V minus IR minus VAK is equal to 0. So calculate it for V. So you send VIR and VAK to the right hand side. So V is equal to IR plus VAK. So I is 15 milliamps and R is 40 ohm and plus its VAK is 0.8 volts. So just substitute and calculate. V is you will get as 1.4 volts. So you just have to write it like this. When the input V is 1.4 volts, the current equal to IH. Okay, hence to turn off the thyristor, V must be reduced below your 1.4 volts. So they are given what is the value of V to turn off your SCR, below which you will see here. So find out, determine the value of V below which the thyristor will be off. So from this circuit and the other things we have calculated V as 1.4 volts, but now the thyristor is on. So 1.4 volts is the voltage we calculated. Now the thyristor is on. So if you want to turn off the thyristor, so you have to apply the voltage below this voltage. That means 1.4 volts. So if you apply 1 volts or 0.9 volts, the thyristor will goes to off state. Okay. So that is the thing. So next is a design. Next problem. So design a suitable RC half wave triggering circuit for a alpha thyristorized network operation on 220 volts 50 hertz supply. The specifications of SCRs are VGT minimum is given and VGT minimum of 5 volts, IGT maximum of 30 milliamps. Okay, so you just note it, what are the parameters given. VGT is 5 volts, IGT is 30 milliamps, and VS is equal to 220 volts. So frequency F is 50 hertz here. So from this you calculate T. So 1 by F. So T is equal to 20 milliseconds. So assuming VD is nothing but 0.7, if the value of the diode drop is given, no problem. If it is not given, just assume it is a 0.7 voltage diode drop, you know that. So once again using the same formula, applying KVL. So initially you have to calculate V. Now you are calculating R here. R is equal to Vs minus Vgt minus Vd divided by Igt. This is the formula to calculate the resistance in case of the R firing. So just remember this formula. So substitute Vs, Vgt, Vd and Igt. So you will get R value. R how much you will get? 7.1433 kilo ohm is the resistance. Okay. Next is you know that the resistance. These are the equations which we discussed while discussing the R and RC firing circuits. So RC is greater than or equal to 1.3 times T divided by 2. So this equation we have discussed while discussing about RC firing circuits. So C is greater than or equal to 1.3 into T, you substitute 2 into you R value substitute here. So T is 1.3 as it is, T you calculated from frequency. So 2 will be as it is. So this C will come down. Okay, that's 1.3. So we'll get, R will come down. So we'll get the value of C as it is greater than or equal to, it is 1.89 microfarad. The capacitance value is 1.89 microfarad. Okay. Next problem is a thyristor has a forward breakover voltage of 175 volts. Forward breakover voltage of 175 volts when the gate pulse of 2 milliamps is made to flow. So forward voltage drop is 175 volts and the gate is 2 milliamps is made to flow. Find the delay angle and the conduction angle if the sine wave is 250 volts peak. That means Vm is 250 volts they have given. So what is they have given? VBO, that is equal to Vs is equal to 175, breakover voltage or the supply voltage 175. So Ig is 2 milliamps, then Vm is 350. What is alpha and what is beta? So conduction angle and the firing angle you have to find out. Okay, we know that Vs is equal to Vm sin omega t. So sin omega t or sin omega alpha, sin alpha. So alpha is equal to sin inverse of Vs divided by Vn. So sin inverse of Vs is known, Vn is known. Vs is 175 which is given, Vm is also given. So find out delay angle alpha. So alpha is now 30 degree. So this is your full sine wave. Okay, so your alpha is 30 degrees. So the remaining will be your conduction angle. So it's a delay angle is 30 degree. The conduction angle is, so the total angle minus the delay angle will be your this one. So pi is nothing but this is from here to here. It is 0, it is 0 to pi here. Okay, so if you are subtracting this minus, so delay angle you will get the conduction angle. So pi is equal to alpha plus beta. So pi is nothing but up to here is, so alpha plus beta, that is delay angle plus firing angle. So beta is equal to pi minus alpha. So pi is 180 minus 30 degree alpha you calculated. The conduction angle is 150 here. So you can just refer here. This is your waveform here. So this is your pure sine wave, so of 350 volts peak and 175 volts, and this one Vs supply voltage and Vm is equal to 350 volts. So delay angle is nothing but alpha. Alpha is nothing but the firing angle or the delay angle which we calculated from this relation. It is 30 degree we got. So the remaining angle will be called as a firing conduction angle. So that means, so up to 30 degree the thyristor is set off. So once after 30 degree to 180 degree thyristor is on. So this is called as a delay angle, this is called as a conduction angle. Okay, so this is how we have to find out the values of delay angle and the conduction angles. Okay, so this type of problems you will get on this one, and some of the problems you may get on firing angles also. So you have to, these are some of the list of formulas we just have to remember while solving the problems on the firing angle. So that is VBO is equal to Vm sin alpha. We know that Vm is equal to root 2 times of the Vrms. Okay, then alpha is once again it's sine inverse of Vs divided by Vm. So the delay angle is once again alpha 180 minus beta. So conduction angle is 180 minus alpha. So these are the formulas, list of formulas, just you have to remember while solving the problems on, for solving the problems on your what is that RC firing circuits. So take another problem. So thyristor is supplied from 230 volts 50 hertz mains if the conduction angle is 120 degree. Just recall this example. So the thyristor is supplied with 230 volts 50 hertz supply. So frequency and the voltage is given. If the conduction angle is what? It is beta. Beta is the conduction, alpha is the firing angle, beta is the conduction angle. So the conduction angle of 120 degree. So determine the voltage at which the thyristor is triggered. So you have to find out the voltage at which the thyristor is turned on or triggered, that you have to find out. So first list out what all the parameters given. So Vrms is given, then beta is given. So we know that Vm is equal to root 2 times of Vrms. So just refer to the list of formulas which we have given earlier. So Vrms, so find out Vm here. So Vm is equal to root 2 into Vrms they have given 230 volts. So root 2 into 230 you will get 325.26 volts is the Vm value. Okay, next is firing angle. You know firing angle is equal to 180 minus beta. Beta is given, so firing angle is 180 minus beta. This is also from the list of formula which we have given earlier. So 180 minus beta, so 180 minus beta value which you calculate which they have given is 120. So you will get the alpha as 60 degree. So then VBO or Vs is equal to Vm sin alpha Okay, so Vs is equal to Vm is calculated. Sin alpha is 60 degree. You will get Vs is equal to 281.68 or VBO, break over voltage, or Vs is equal to 281 volts. So this is how. So using these formulas, if you remember all these formulas, the problems on the firing angles will be easier. So by using these formulas, you have to calculate the Vm value, alpha value, beta value, and VBO values. Okay, this is how you have to do the problems on the firing angle circuits. So in the previous, you just refer to the earlier discussion. So in the earlier discussion, what we did is, so this RC firing, R firing, so RC firing, half wave firing we discussed, then R firing, full wave firing we discussed. Okay, RC full wave firing, then this is some of the problems. So these are the problems which are very important for the point of examinations. You will be get around for 8 marks such type of problems you may get. So they are asked, they will be giving you the various parameters like R, RGT, VGT, IGT, everything. They are asked you to give they ask you to find out the values of the firing angles, alpha, beta. Okay, so you have to find out the firing angles for the different purpose. So this type of problems definitely will get for your exams. So this problem we discussed. Okay, so very simple type of problems, just by applying the KVL to the loop and finding out the voltage, then applying it to the alpha value. So this type of problems you will definitely get for the examinations. So around 4 to 5 similar problems you may get, or sometimes the problems may be changed with the values. So in that case also you should be ready to answer for that particular problems. So this is about your problems on R firing, RC firing, and the firing angle problem. These are the some of the formulas you just have to remember. So very easy to, it will help you to solve the problem. So only the 4 formulas. So VBO, that's Vm sin alpha. So Vm is equal to root 2 times of Vrms. Then alpha is equal to sin inverse of Vf divided by Vm. Then delay angle is equal to 180 r pi minus beta, or 180 minus beta, and the conduction angle is 180 minus alpha. So whereas alpha is the firing angle, beta is the delay angle, okay, or the conduction angle. So this you have to find out using the different formulas. So firing angle problems on firing angle definitely will get for 6 to 8 marks. So you have to be ready with that. Okay, so in the next session, so that's it for today. The next session will discuss about the another type of this one firing circuit. So we are firing, RC firing we discussed, R firing we discussed, RC firing we discussed. So in the next session we'll discuss about the another type of firing circuit, that is uni-junction transistor, UJT. Okay, how the UJT is operated and other things, what are the with the relevant waveforms and the circuit diagram. We'll discuss about the another firing circuit, that is uni-junction transistor. Okay, so that's about today's class. So if you got any doubts in this problem, so just practice some of the problems. Just refer to the our book, that is Bhimra, PS Bhimra, or Rashid. So those two textbooks are very good. Just refer to those for problems. If you got any doubts here, so you can feel free to contact me anytime. Okay, thank you for watching.